dying every day in an hour. People just go in and come out and read out stories to us. Come on, Kofi.
We must step beyond the talk. We have the analysis.
Join us as we dissect the headlines, bring you exclusive interviews, and dive deep into the heart of the matter. The big conversations live here.
Join Kofi Bartels on the Morning Crossfire, weekdays 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. only on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, welcome back. It's still the Morning Crossfire right here, 99.3 Nigerian Folk. Kofi Bartels here, and looking out for your comments, your contributions in our major discussion this morning. It's simple. It's nothing to do with any of the stories flying around in the newspapers or online or anything like that today. No, but simply to ask, how much tax do you pay? Do you pay your tax? I'm not talking about value-added tax or any of the levies that government collects from you without you having to pay directly. I'm not talking about indirect taxes, but I'm talking about your direct taxes, like your income tax or pay as you earn. If you are, business, maybe your corporate tax. How much tax do you pay? Do you pay your tax at all? Is what I'd like to find out. And then, when you tell me how much tax you pay, let's say in a month or in a year. You tell me what services where you pay your tax, which state you pay your tax in, or which government collects your tax, and also tell me if you feel you're deriving any benefit from your payment of tax, and then thirdly, tell me what you think your tax should do for you. All right, please call 0201 277 0993. I think that is the number that's working for now. 0201 277 0993. And you can also call 0201 465 7190. If it works, that's fine. If it doesn't, then we know that the line is still down. But Nigerians pay all sorts of taxes. For instance, you have the personal income tax. That is a tax on income earned by individuals, including salaries, your wages, your business profits. Nigerians also pay something called company income tax, which is a tax on the profits made by companies and corporations, limited liability companies. Nigerians also pay withholding tax. Now, what is withholding tax? It's a tax deducted at source from income earned by individuals and companies, such as rent, dividends, and interest. And then we have another tax called capital gains tax. Capital gains tax is a tax that is paid on profits that are made from the sale of assets, such as property, such as shares, such as investments. We have stamp duties. So if you have a document like a property deed, a contract, an agreement, there's a tax on that document. It's called stamp duty. And in some cases, we have education tax, a 2% tax on accessible profits of companies used to fund education development in Nigeria. Let's not go there. All right. So this is some of the direct taxes that you pay in this country. But maybe we can limit ourselves to the personal income tax and the company income tax. How much? I want the number. You don't need to tell me your name. All right. You can keep your name out of this conversation. You don't need to tell me anything about yourself. Or you can use an alias. How much tax do you pay per month or per year in your state of residence? Whether it's Lagos State, it's Ondo State, it's Ondo State. 0201 277 0993. Please call and have your say. Hello, good morning.
Hello, morning.
Welcome. What's your name?
I'm Mr. Paul calling from Nickelodeon.
All right, Mr. Paul, calling from. Good to hear from you, Paul. How much tax do you pay in a year or a month?
I only pay weekly. Anytime I recharge my electricity, they collect VAT. Those ones are tax. Anytime I want to refill my tank, I pay tax. All those things are tax. So they should not be demanding any direct tax or indirect tax. They have been collecting tax.
All right. I'll repeat myself. It's not a government bashing topic. I'm just asking you, and limiting it to direct tax. Please don't call and talk about VAT or buying petrol. Direct tax is you pay directly to government. You don't pay by, maybe you buy something, then they deduct it from there, or you're doing transfer. No, this is a direct tax. It's taken from you at the end of the month. Either your employer pays it or you pay it. All right? Companies pay tax. So I'm asking, in a month or in a year, your personal income tax, your company income tax, how much do you pay? That's what I'm asking. Don't call to talk about VAT, please, or, petrol. No. That's not what we're talking about. 99.3, good morning.
Morning, Kofi.
Welcome. Name, location, and contribution, please, if you so wish.
Okay. My name is Jeff. I'm calling from VI.
VI, all right, Jeff. So
okay,
yeah.
The personal income tax law is my payroll. And anytime I see it, I feel so bad. I feel so bad because I don't get to see what government does or what government is doing with the tax they collect. Because I still have to cater for a lot of things that ordinarily my tax should cater for, like I provide my security. At least if you have a property and you have big guard, it's like you're providing your security. If you have a borehole in your compound, you should be, linked to public utilities. You're providing your basic amenities. So what exactly is my tax be used for? And that's the pain I carry, and it's huge.
Okay, so you say each time you see your tax returns or your debit alert or notice,
the deduction.
The what?
The deduction on my
deduction.
Payroll,
Okay. That's your pay as you earn. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, pay as you earn.
Okay, you feel pain.
I feel pain because it just leaves the payroll and my employer.
Is it much? How much are we talking about here?
I can't say it on air, but it's much.
I wish you had not given me your name so we can know the amount.
Given my industry, and I went from something, when there's some windfall, of course it must be tied 20%. Whether you paid bonus.
So how much? What's the percentage? Or you say how many percent? What's the percentage?
It's 20%. That's
20%.
the personal income tax
of your salary. Okay. Is it like maybe you pay like 20,000 naira a month, 30,000 naira a month, maybe 15,
from my salary?
Yeah.
It's much more than because we're talking about over. It's 6.
Is what? How many figures?
It's more.
Did you say 6 figures? 6 figures.
Yeah, I'm talking about 6 digits. Yeah.
6 digits. So it's in between 100,000 and 900,000 naira. Okay.
We're talking about over a million.
Over a million naira. You pay as tax every month?
Every month.
Oh, okay. I understand where your pain is coming from now. Really?
Yeah. So, you still have to, the roads are not good. You have a car, you spend it. So just yesterday, my 2 cars were taken away and brought back. At the end, I spent over 500,000.
Is it for the shock absorbers?
Just to maintain the car. Yeah, and you're providing your own water. You're catering for your own security.
Okay.
And doing a number of things. So
I want to find out who do you pay to? Do you pay to maybe Federal Internal Revenue Service, LIRS, your local government? You pay to?
I live in Lagos. I pay my tax to Lagos State.
Okay.
I pay my tax to Lagos State.
You sound really pained. I mean, I don't think you've called my program before, but you sound really hurt.
I'm sure I'm speaking the minds of so many residents of Lagos who are earning salary and their taxes, hit the payroll and they see it leave. without reaping the benefits.
Right.
It's painful.
This
If you are reaping the benefits, there's really no point complaining about it. That's not the case. You just leave, and you really can't tie anything to it other than politicians take your tax and they share it. That's essentially what happens.
This is the first time I'm hearing anyone say they pay over ₦1 million in tax every month. Is it every year or every month?
Oh, really? Depending on what you earn.
Is it every year or every month?
I'm talking about every month.
Okay, all right. Then if I do a mathematics, anyway, I can't know. But thank you very much for your time.
Okay.
He sounds really hurt, really pained, and I didn't really expect that we'll get a comment or someone calling in, full grammar, sounding hurt, like pained. I can feel, I can sense, I can hear that pain in his voice. 99.3. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
Welcome.
Yeah. Thank you. I would like to use an alias.
Yeah, sure.
Because okay. So my name
let's call you
Ade.
John. Ade is fine. Okay,
John.
good.
Okay.
Ade John.
Okay.
Ade
So
John.
I feel the other guy's pain.
Yeah. Okay.
Ade John. Yeah. I feel the other guy's pain because for me, on an annual basis, I pay about 15.6 million as taxes.
Where?
And I pay to Lagos State. Yeah.
Every
and
every year.
I also every year, about 15.6. So that's on the average 1 point something every month, and it's crazy. And not only that, because I also handle the tax affairs of my organization, I'm usually in the crossfire, and you can imagine I have superiors, I have people that will come to me and say, "Hey, dude, why are you being holier than the Pope? Why are you the government in this instance?" But I'm like, look, that's what the tax law says. I also feel your pain. I'm paying as much as you do, or you pay. So it's really there's no benefit really. Each time I see my prepare the payroll, use a pay slip, it's crazy even before the money goes out.
Oh.
So people pay taxes in millions. In Lagos State especially, but we don't get any benefits. We don't see the benefits.
You sure?
That way. We don't see it. We don't see it. I mean, I've been in traffic on my way to the office. I've been in traffic for close to 45 minutes. And, if the roads were fixed, I'll probably be in the office in less than 30 minutes. It's crazy.
Your monthly tax sweep should be about 1.3 million naira every month.
Yeah, about 1.29 thereabouts. Yeah.
Speaking on the personal note, that is that you pay your taxes more than some people's salaries.
I mean, it's proportionate. So I'm not going to. So I'm not looking at the value because currently it's around effective tax rate is around 18.9, 19%, depending on your band.
Okay. Yeah.
It
fluctuates, right? It moves up and down.
Proportionate to your salary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man. So I mean, what do you think if you're one of the few paying such an amount of money, maybe your tax is going to provide amenities, salaries, and welfare for the others who may not be as fortunate as you, and therefore that's why you should be happy taxpayer.
Because you know why I said no? Yeah. I'm literally a local government to myself. I pay for my security. I pay for everything. And then I have lots of people around me that also depend on me, so the government is not doing as much as they do. You understand? I mean, we can get what the monthly salary would look like. And if you look at the dependency on it, you have 13-14%, on very basic thing, healthcare and all those things. So, I mean, I don't care if the government takes 50% of my salary. I really do not care, right? But just make life easy. I know in the UK and other climes, the tax rates are high, but I mean, that's literally what you pay. You have access to free healthcare, you have access to a lot of social amenities, you can move freely, you don't have to drive to work, and all those things, just make things available. So why collect this money and, like the other guy said, using it to fund someone's lifestyle, and at the end of the person will come and they siren for you to excuse the road for him or her to pass? That's crazy. That doesn't just make sense. So collect the taxes and use it. I don't have a problem with paying taxes, really. Because if I look at all the other things that comes with, after I've paid the tax, if those things would have been taken care of by my taxes, I am more than fine to pay it. I don't want to pay for security. I don't want to pay an extra security to guard my estate. I want to guard my clothes. I don't want to do that. You know, you go to the hospital, you look at the hospital bill, and you'll be like, if the government has just been, responsible enough, this wouldn't have happened. And you look at all the dependents around you, there's no safety net for them. So that's the problem. The problem is not even the tax. The problem is what are they using the tax to do? And that's the sentiment most of my colleagues also share. They don't have a problem paying the taxes, really. And I think Nigerians will not have a problem paying taxes if you are sure of where the money is going to.
Do you feel the 20%, all things being equal, is too much for a country like Nigeria?
Well, okay, in Nigeria, yes, it's too much. It's too much because the money is just being wasted. It would have been ideal if, there is the social contract is maintained. That's the problem, right? There's the social contract on the part of the government. Government is not keeping to it. And so the 20% for me, in my view, looks abysmal because it looks too much because after all, you're going to, squander the money.
All right.
But if you collect 25% from me, if you collect 25% from me or 30% from me, and I see the immediate impact, right, I will be more than willing to pay more. Because at the end of the day, it's my net savings I'm looking at. If I pay more and I can save more at the end of the day, why not? I would so. But I pay more and I see that one as a free gift to the government.
All right.
I now start my own real expense. That's the problem.
You're a tax expert. Am I correct to say that the first 300,000 naira is charged at 7%? The next 300,000 naira, that's between 300 to 600, is charged at 11%. The next, the next 500,000 naira, all right, is charged at 15%. So if you're earning 500,000 naira, then the next 500,000 naira is charged at 95%, at 19%. So if you're earning between 500,000 and 1 million, that's you pay 19%. So if you earn 1 million, you pay 95k. If you earn 800, you pay 95k. Is that it, or the 90%?
Okay, so that table you've read out. That table you've read out is an annualized table. It's an annual table, so it's not a monthly table.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So those first 300, next 300, next 500, the fourth 500, and the next 3.2 million, they are annual tables. So if you're taking in real sense, those exemptions or those limitations needs to be prorated by months. So when I mean prorated, that's 300 divided by 12, right? So that's the graduation on a monthly basis. But before that, you have something called consolidated relief allowance, right? CRA, which is, depending on your income band, tilt around 20%, 21%, depending on where your income stays. So that's the tax-free element of your pay. So, for instance, if on an annual basis you earn 10 million, right? For instance, a 20% personal relief allowance will be tax-free, right? Then you have some complex interpolation table, or let's just say 1%, additional 1% maximum, will also be tax-free. So you're talking about 21% tax-free. Then the remaining will then be subjected through the tax table at the rates you've mentioned, right, on all basis, and then you then divide it by 12 to get what's those rates are. So that's the way it works in reality.
The accountant never is able to tell me how much I pay as tax. He says it changes every month.
No, well, if you have variable income, right? If you have a fixed income, say your salary pretty much doesn't change, right? Throughout the year, then your taxes, because tax is progressive in nature. So the higher the income, the higher the tax. And if there's a variation too, there's that slight change too on a month-on-month basis.
Right.
That's the way it works.
So if you earn between 1 million and 1.6, you pay 21% tax.
You won't pay on a monthly
basis. Yes, what I mean, yeah.
No, you won't pay 21%. It should be around 18.5, 18.6. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then above 3.2 million naira monthly, you pay somewhere around 24% per month.
No, at the moment, nobody will pay 20%. The max.
The max is what?
Right. The maximum you should pay should be around because you'll have your pension deduction. Right.
So the max is what? Sorry?
National Housing Fund. That's also a tax relief. So really, I don't see anybody paying 21%.
Okay.
I have seen pay them.
Okay. Thank you very much. We got to go. Thank you very much. Yeah. Because I have some data that I need to, guess verify. Anyway, we'll continue when we come back from the break. You tell me how much tax you pay and where you live. Stay with us.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
Start your children's day with a great taste of Ovaltine, enriched with multi-nourishment, calcium, malt, and vitamin B12 to support learning and playtime. Ovaltine, smart choice for smart kids.
How do we make our cooking come alive, oh? Pepetera. For that tasty meal where you like, oh. Pepetera. I think you want cook food to impress, oh. Pepetera.
Whether it's jollof or na stew, even for porridge or spaghetti, cook to impress with Pepetera.
You can't choose when you get sick, but you could choose an HMO that helps you live more life. Now, you could choose an HMO with generic plans or Hygieia HMO's customized plans for every stage of your life.
Now that's more like it.
You could choose an HMO with a handful of hospitals or Hygieia HMO, which has a hospital network of over 2,000 providers within Nigeria with roaming options and no waiting time.
Yeah, that's more convenient.
You could also choose a cheaper HMO that doesn't quite meet your needs. Or you could have Hygieia HMO's comprehensive yet affordable healthcare plans.
That's so amazing!
Life can be more with Hygieia HMO. Live more life with Hygieia HMO. Explore our comprehensive healthcare plans designed to meet your needs. Whether you're an individual, a family, elderly, an SME, or a corporate organization, we have affordable options for everyone. Visit our website at www.hygienahmo.com for more details. Hygieia HMO. Live more life.
Sister chasing all the bags. Come and secure another bag with the Jolly Just Come Welcome offer. BetKing is giving 100 Naira instant sign-up bonus. That's not all. Within 14 days on the app, you stand a chance to get up to 1 million Naira in rewards and enjoy 50 free casino bets on Aviator. Download BetKing app and register today using the promo code FREEBETS to enjoy your 100 Naira instant sign-up bonus and other exciting offers. Terms and conditions apply. Not for persons under 18 years. Play responsibly.
What can your bank do for you? Meet Jane, 25 years old. She's been having troubles acquiring a loan from her bank.
This is not okay at all. I've been on this queue forever, and you're saying I should fill another form. What's going on?
What can your bank do for you? Meet Frank, 27 years old, held up in traffic and making fruitless transactions.
Mama, I have saved the airtime, even the electricity charges. I don't know why it's so difficult making this payment.
Introducing Safri, a lifestyle digital bank that's designed just for you. With one click, you can make easy and fast payment transactions, pay bills, and even acquire easy loans. Hurry and download the Safri app on your Play Store and visit safrisafri.com for more information. Safri, borderless banking.
Everyone says I'm beautiful and bold. They say I'm fashionable, and to crown it up, very confident. And my secret is...
People say I'm good looking, funny, hardworking, and to crown it up, very confident. And my secret is...
So whether in the office or at home,
in the streets or on the dance floor,
anytime, any day, I never lose my confidence. And the secret to my confidence is Wazobia perfume.
Absolutely. Wazobia perfume gives the authenticity and long-lasting fragrance all day. That's my secret confidence.
Wazobia perfume is available in body spray.
Also available in supermarkets and markets near you. Wazobia perfume, the correct scent.
Nothing gives you confidence like owning a Sun King solar inverter. These powerful Sun King solar inverters are built to deliver, keeping your home and business powered day or night. You can even pay in easy installments. Join thousands who have switched to Sun King, because when others go dark, you stay on. Call 0800-786-5464, 0800-786-5464 to get yours today.
Sun King, power on, Naija.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk. This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back. It's still the Morning Crossfire, asking how much do you pay as tax, and referring to direct taxes, not indirect taxes. What are direct taxes? Direct taxes are monies you pay directly to government. You don't pay it through buying something. So, for instance, VAT is an indirect tax because you buy a product and the tax is added to that product, or you pay for a service and the tax is added to that service, and then you pay that tax, indirectly. So government doesn't take it from you; they take it from the service provider. So if I have a restaurant and I charge VAT as I'm supposed to, which is 7.5 in Nigeria today, 7.5%. When I collect that money, I'm supposed to return it to the government. So I'm collecting it for government. So you're not paying if you buy fisherman soup, which is one of my best soups in the world. You buy fisherman soup from where? Okay, there's one place in Lekki Phase 1. I can't mention it, but they know themselves. They have a best fisherman soup outside River State that I know of. Oh no, there are two. There's another one too I know. So if you buy and I pay for the product, they will write somewhere on the receipt VAT. Sometimes they may not write it there, but I know I'm paying additional 7.5%, which they're going to return to the government at the end of the year. They have an accountant who will work all of that out for them. Okay, so that's it. So direct taxes include your pay as you earn, your personal income tax, or pay as you earn. We talked about company income tax. So the companies pay the Federal Inland Revenue Service about 30% of the company's total profit. So if you make 1 million naira as profit in a month, for instance, you give the government 300,000 naira. I think is what it means. And all companies registered in Nigeria, if you have a company, a limited liability company, you're expected to pay this amount of money, except companies involved in petroleum activities. But of course, now we have the tax reform bills that have been passed to become the tax reform acts. So all these things are changing. And we'll get to talk about them. But it doesn't, mean that Nigerians are not paying tax today. You're paying tax. You paid yesterday. You paid last month. You paid the last 2 months. You paid last year. So I'm asking, how much do you pay as tax? Direct taxes. Let's limit it to the company income tax and personal income tax. How much do you pay as tax? And do you feel you're getting a good return in terms of services offered to you? 99.3, good morning.
Kofi, good morning.
Welcome.
Yeah, Rotimi from Ikoyi.
Okay, all right. I hope you tell me how much you pay.
For me, I get less than 200,000 monthly, okay. And I'm paying about 14,500 naira as tax
every month.
That is every month. Yes, 14,500 as tax every month. That's what I work with a private company anyway, so they deduct 14,500 from as tax from each.
Okay, that's about 7%.
Yes, I think so. That should be about 7%.
Okay, all right. Interesting. You feel anything? Are you a happy taxpayer?
Happy what?
Are you a happy taxpayer?
Of course. What do I do? I am not just like your guest said. I am not too happy because we are not seeing what we are paying for. You see them constructing, they say taxpayers' money in what action, I don't know how they advertise in action. But is this taxpayers' money in action really? We can't see it. Potholes everywhere, bad roads everywhere. So if they manage to patch the potholes, they praise their support there. Taxpayers' money in action, just patching of roads. So before 2-3 months, these roads are gone bad again. So we should, like your guest, we should see what you are paying for. That's just it. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Rich. I hope you're aware that the government across different states and federal government government at different tiers has been grappling with the cash crunch, paucity of funds. There's no money. So even the ones that are coming in are not enough to run government. That's why sometimes federal government goes for loans. That's why sometimes state governments around the country will go for loans to be able to support what they're getting, which means that the tax that you're collecting a loan, you're paying a loan, is not enough to fund government business. All right. For instance, I think it was in Lagos State. The 2024 state government budget faced a deficit of 125 billion naira. Yeah, I think that should be projected. It's a projected deficit, which was said to be the shortfall of total recurrent revenue plus grant compared to the total budget. All right, recurrent revenue includes taxes. The taxes that the money you expect to get every year. Okay, and even the grants, that's money that other people are giving to the government. Taxes you're getting, federal government allocation and all that will still leave a deficit of 125 billion naira. So this therefore means that across the country, including Lagos State, state governments and the federal government is struggling to even balance their budgets. So the money is not even there. So that 14,000 now, you want to see a lot of things happening. What we're told is the money is not even there. And the records are there to show that the government does not even have enough money. 99.3, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome.
Good morning. Yeah, so sorry, I would like to remain anonymous.
Oh, yeah.
So I actually earn about 2.5.
All right.
And I'm paying over 600,000 naira
every month.
And I'm telling you, every month.
Can we exchange jobs?
Yeah. So, and yes, I am happy to be paying my tax. The only issue is what are the benefits of paying this tax? Well, we can't totally blame Lagos State, honestly. When you compare Lagos State to other states in Nigeria, Lagos is actually trying, but then we want to see more. If we are really seeing that there's high level of reduction in the frivolous activities of the government, they are spending, in a lot of, all these making like buying cars for themselves, building houses on people's tax for themselves. It can be very, very annoying. But if you are seeing that roads, in terms of road, like I said, honestly, we cannot blame Lagos State so much because Lagos is trying, but we still want to see more. However, that people are not paying up to 24%. In fact, I just stopped calculating what percent of my income is that is being paid for tax. And I was even angry when this was introduced to us in my organization early this January, that we are not, yes, it's payee, but how come the tax is as high as that when even the tax reform has not been implemented? Do you understand? So it's something that we are debating, but right now I know they've started implementing it in my organization. So I think we need to really look into that critically to see which people are really paying what they are supposed to pay or are not being overcharged.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So what percentage are you paying again? Do you think you're paying?
It's about 24%.
All right. And you feel you're being overcharged, right?
Yeah. It's about 24%.
Are you happy paying? Are you happy paying 600,000 naira every month?
Honestly, it's very painful. But as a taxpayer, I am happy that I'm paying my tax, really. But paying that amount to me is too much.
So
really,
it's painful simply because you think maybe you're paying more than you ought to pay.
Yes.
Okay, but you're happy to pay your tax because you know that Lagos State will put it to good use, unlike some other states.
Yeah, even it's my responsibility as a citizen. I'm supposed to pay. Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate you calling in. The female line 020146579190 will not get you through to. Will get you through to us, but we won't be able to hear what you're saying. You can also call on WhatsApp and Skype. Skype is active. WhatsApp is available as well. You can send a voice note on WhatsApp. The WhatsApp number is 080-9597-5805. 080-9597-5805. That's the WhatsApp number. By way of phone calls, please call 0201-277-3679. 0993 0201 0993. We can take your voice notes now. From what I'm seeing, WhatsApp is working. Let's go back to our calls. 99.3, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning, welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Kofi.
Yeah, welcome.
Okay.
Yeah, please go on.
So, my monthly pay is around 350.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm with you. Monthly pay around 350.
Yeah, around 350, 400. Yeah, so I think the last caller that talked about paying 600 out of 2.5, I think probably he's talking of other deductions. So if it's to follow the graduating tax table, just like the previous caller, did, he's not supposed to be paying up to 24%. But 24% is the highest percentage on the band, after which you have some relief. So if you are earning XYZ amount, the total amount is not supposed to be taxed, right? So you have some relief. There are some exemptions they take out of your salary before they tax the 24%. So nobody ever really pays 24%. So you really need to maybe talk to the accountant to, help to, or give to an expert and pay someone to help review how much he should pay.
Okay.
Or maybe he's including pension deductions as part of his deduction. He's supposed to talk about tax separately from pension deduction.
All right. I always say to people, if you feel there's something wrong somewhere, you got to go dig deeper. It means that you pay 4.2 million naira every year as tax.
Yes.
All right. Are you paying? Okay, I won't ask the percentage, but I mean, what do you get in return? Do you feel that you get? Tell me what you get in return.
Yeah, I mean,
what do you get in return?
My way to the office is saved.
Good,
right?
Good.
So several things I get in return, but the question is it commensurate? The tax scheme of doing pay as you earn is to cover for those who are earning less, which is fair. But at the end of the day, is it being put to optimal use? Do you understand? Because it's start to see that taxes you pay at the end of the day. You read on the newspaper, money being embezzled, some governors paying their children fees with taxpayers' money. All these monies can be put to good use. So, as a taxpayer, I'm happy to pay my tax. However, is it put to good use? Is it being stolen? These are the questions. We really want to see a change, in infrastructure, not just road. A lot of things, water,
But you said your road is paved, and for you that means that your tax is working.
Yeah, it's working partially. Do you understand? Partially, but a lot of things compared to, best practices, go to other countries. You see what is being done in terms of the optimal use of taxpayers' money. You understand what I mean? So if you want to know the performance of a government or a company or an entity, you have to do a comparative analysis of what others are doing and what you are doing. So as a nation or as a state, what are we actually doing compared to other clients or other counterparts?
Thank you very much.
It's not being put to optimal use. That's my point.
All right. Thank you for sharing. Appreciate your time.
Imagine where there is no taxation, what will happen?
Yeah, definitely. People have to pay their taxes. Yeah. Thank you very much. Appreciate your time. 0201 277 0993. Please call and tell me how much tax you pay. You don't need to tell me your name or where you work or where you're listening from. You can go totally under the radar. Also, we have a WhatsApp available if you want to send me a chat or you want to send a voice note of 1 minute or less, or you want to call using the WhatsApp app. Please feel free to do that. And our listeners around the world, our diaspora listeners, we'll have a special open mic for you on Friday. But today, can you please call and tell me how much tax you pay? Maybe in UK, because I know they tax them a lot there. How much tax you pay in if you're in the US, wherever you live in, how much tax you pay, and if you feel that your tax is working for you where you live. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Hello, good morning. On WhatsApp, this one says my income tax in a year is 959,880 naira. Oh, you calculate everything. He says his income tax in a year is 959,880 naira. Annually, he says, I pay to Lagos State Government, LIRS. The road on my street is not tarred. The street lights in the tarred road closest to me is always off. There is no tax rebate. Also, I think we need to talk about that also. Okay, tax rebate. Tell me more. How do you mean tax rebate? Tell me more, please. 99.3, good morning. Oh, my. So if people tar their road, should they come and give them their tax back, their money back? Say I live on I live on Orchard Road, or I live on in Antonio somewhere, or I live in Surulere. Let me use Jimmy Lisu's area, and then maybe say I am Jimmy Lisu's neighbor, and then we say we need to join money to tar this road. Should government give us our tax money back? Is that what you're meaning? You mean by, I don't know what you mean by that. How do you mean? Rebate could be any way, different ways. So tell me. 99.3, good morning.
Yes, good morning. This is a very fantastic program this morning. As in, it's been weighing on my mind for a long time.
Oh,
I pay 530 something thousand per month, right?
Mm-hmm.
But my journey to the office is filled with potholes and the rest. I know how many times I've gone to change the suspension of the car, right? Now, there's some areas, and I wonder, you go to Abuja and you see how the roads are tarred. You go to Port Harcourt, you see how the roads are tarred. A whole Lagos state, one of the biggest, in fact, the GDP of Lagos is more than some other countries, if we will say that. So, why is it that some areas are good, and some areas you're just wondering, did the government not see these places? So it begs the question. I mean, it's raining now. Of course, that some areas are flooded right now. I'm very, very sure of it. So is my tax working? I don't know. But I have to pay. It's my civil responsibility, right? But I don't think it's working for me at all.
You pay 6.36 million naira minimum every year. Is it
yes.
to Lagos State government, to Ogun State government, to
Lagos State government?
Okay, so how would you like to see your tax work for you? What do you think that 6.3M can do for you in a year?
Oh my God, do we have time?
Yeah,
I mean, in terms of healthcare, right? Everybody is sorting their own healthcare, right? On a normal day, it only happens. You can easily go to a public hospital, but that's out of the question because, of course, we know what's going on. The road itself, like you cannot drive. Okay, thank God for Third Mainland Bridge now that is even okay. Why can't you have the other roads looking very well tarred, and so that people can go to the office with peace of mind? We don't have that, right? Drainage system is another thing. You go to some areas, it's bad. I don't know what happens there. You will see it's smelling. If there's any time you are driving and you wind down, that's the end. You know that your day is spoiled. So those are just little things, basic things. Okay, now for the issue of water, there's some areas on the island that water is so bad. And I'm wondering, is it a government thing? Is it the owner of the house thing?
Wait, we have to go. But do you understand? Do you understand that government does not have enough funds? There's a lack of policy of funds.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you very much for that question. Now, I just saw yesterday one video of a senator mentioning his salary, right? 18.4 million. That's the minimum, and you have wardrobe allowance of 4.9 million a month. Why are you having furniture? Sorry, that's furniture. Why are you having furniture allowance 4.9 million? Your basic salary is 2.5. Beautiful. You are now having newspaper allowance to read newspaper. How much is newspaper? And so many other things. Everything comes to 18.4, and that's the minimum. I can't even imagine what the Senate president is earning and all the other top officials they are earning. And we say we don't have money.
All right.
We cannot have money in this country.
Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate you calling, sir. Thank you. All right, we'll take some more calls. Don't forget, we'll run the One Play Lottery draw this morning. If you've not played, please head to the website, www.oneplay.ng, www.oneplay.ng, the number one and the word play together, or and click on the box that has the Nigerian for logo. Or dial *347 *880 *3 hash and pay to play. We'll pick the winners this morning before I leave the studio. 99.3, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, welcome. Please turn your radio set off, please.
Yes, stop.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah, my name is Umi, so I want to contribute to the program.
Yeah. Umi, how much tax do you pay?
Okay, thank you. So I heard people paying so much on their monthly salary, but there's a way they can reduce their liability. Oh. They need not to pay everything. There's NHS, they can do NHS, insurance. Well, they are tax exempt. So if they put it, it will reduce their liability. They don't need to pay that so much. And those ones they are paying, the government is exempting them. In the future, they can still claim it back from the government. All right? That's just my contribution. So they should meet the tax experts, because sometimes all these accountants, they may not really understand how they can calculate those things that will reduce their liability. All right? So that's just my...
All right. If you want to come on the radio program to talk about how you can reduce your liability, please, you can reach me out to me, Kofi at nigeriainfo.fm. That's KOFI.
Okay.
Yes, KOFI at nigeriainfo.fm. Yourself and the other gentleman who called earlier, who's tax expert as well, Kofi, KOFI at nigeriainfo.fm. People can reduce the tax liability. KOFI at Nigeria info.fm. All right, so sometimes government says there's no money. In 2024 budget, I've not checked 2025. There was a budget deficit of 387.125 billion naira, which was a shortfall of total recurrent revenue plus grant compared to the total budget. And Lagos State government had to finance the deficit through domestic borrowing of 370.69 billion naira and foreign loans of 16.429 billion naira. So if government of Lagos State is collecting loans, even the federal government is collecting loans, other state governments are, it means that the money that you're paying as tax is not enough. It's not enough. But does it mean your tax should not work for you? Does it mean you should not get a benefit? I don't know. That's what I'm asking. So you tell me. Commensurate with what you pay, at least to a reasonable extent. Okay, I think I've read this one. It says it pays 500. Okay, that one I calculated everything. But we have more messages coming. There's a voice tone that's going to play quickly. Let's see who this is. Hello.
Good morning, Kofi.
You're welcome.
This is Big Tinker from Ikurudu. As for me, I receive 50,000 salary, and they are taking tax of 1,600. I don't know how outrageous is that, though. I'm not paying direct. It is my boss that do remove the salary. Or else he remove the tax from the salary every month.
All right. Thank you very much.
Good morning, Kofi. I want to talk about, my name is Bobby. I want to talk about the tax thing this morning. I think I pay about 50-something thousand yearly. I sell pepper and vegetable and a few other things in my shop somewhere in Ikorodu here. Okay. And but you see, I don't have a problem with paying that tax. First of all, let the government do more about collecting the money that goes to the pocket of the agberos and the area boys, and it is enormous. That tax we pay on transportation that they deduct from if you enter BRT every day, the amount of money that Lagos State is generating, and the taxes among the money, and then the drivers of the other buses, they make us realize that they pay a lot of money to the agberos that they said they pay tax from. So that one, they should work on it. And then if you know the number of people that work in Lagos and live in Lagos that Lagos State government is collecting tax from, and
thank you. Let's move on.
Hi, Kofi. Let's just assume my name is John Doe.
Fine.
So I currently pay 100 and something thousand naira as tax. I think about 117,000 naira as tax
monthly. And
I don't have an issue paying taxes, but I have an issue with lawmakers buying official vehicles worth billions of naira out of taxpayers' money, or renovating official lodges and official houses countless times out of taxpayers' money. So really, if our taxes were being put to good use, I wouldn't mind. But the fact that they're not being put to good use, that's the issue I have. I live in Lagos.
All right.
I've been on the road now for about an hour.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
Start your children's day with a great taste of Ovaltine, enriched with multi-nourishment, calcium, malt.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.